Hello, my friends. I'm Tammy Zonker, host of the Intentional Fundraiser podcast. I have some exciting news for all you fundraisers and major gift officers. This October 13th through the 15th, join us for the Modern Institute for Charitable Giving's Major Gifts Fundraising Program. Save your spot today and get 3 days of certified, high-impact training packed with cutting-edge strategies and time-tested wisdom designed to help you scale faster, ask bolder, and raise bigger gifts with confidence. I'll be there leading sessions called Art of the Role Play and Securing the Visit and Making the Ask, and Thinking Bigger, Bolder, and Braver. I'll be joined by some of the most accomplished major gift fundraising experts in the sector, like our amazing Dean Doug Dillon, Cherian Koshi, Dr. Russell James, Maya McGill, Jeff Spitko, Birgit Burton-Smith, Ashley Nall, Coach Tivy from Practivated, your AI-powered practice partner for making big asks, plus other incredible leaders in the field. This is your chance to learn directly from the very best. If you've ever struggled with major donor prospects ghosting you, felt anxious making big asks, or wished for more qualified prospects in your pipeline, and so much more, this seminar is for you. You'll get practical, AI-powered tools and proven strategies to help you build confidence, uncover new prospects, and turn maybe later into a six-figure yes. Plus, we'll show you proven ways to keep your donors connected and engaged for the long term. Seating is limited, so don't wait. Learn more and reserve your spot today at modernicg.com. And unlock advanced major gift fundraising training trusted by over 12,000 alumni. Plus, you can earn 15 CFRE points toward your certification. That's modernicg.com. I can't wait to see you there.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach to creating a successful fundraising strategy and plan.
People are nervous, right? It's a big deal. We're raising $10 million, even if we're raising $1 or $3 million, depending on the size of the org.
Major gift fundraising is not deadline driven. It really is probably the only type of fundraising, along with planned giving, that is not deadline driven.
AI comes on the scene that's affordable, accessible, that can provide insights and personalization at scale.
That's the first core element of this fundraising engine or funnel, is making sure that the top of your funnel, the beginning of your fundraising process, you are in front of the right people.
What do the people we serve need? And how do we open the door to help them get there?
What happens a lot of times is we get this discomfort or this fear, and our brain tells our body to stop.
We can acquire donors and we can automate everything. And that's where I worry, at least personally, around the perils of AI, that it would remove humans from the interaction.
This is the Intentional Fundraiser podcast.
Imagine landing that first major gift. You feel like you've caught lightning in a bottle. Now, what if I told you the real gold isn't in the first check, but in transforming that stunning moment into years, maybe even decades of ongoing partnership? Hi, everyone. I'm Tammy Zonker, longtime fundraiser, coach, speaker, and fierce advocate for intentional relationship-based fundraising. Welcome to the Intentional Fundraiser podcast, where we decode major gift fundraising strategies that last. Today, we're diving deep into donor retention, the true heartbeat of every lasting mission. If you work in the nonprofit sector, as a major gift officer, development director, executive director, or board member, this episode is for you. We're exploring why major gift retention matters, what gets in the way, and exactly how you can turn that first act of generosity into a lifelong partnership. I'll cut right to the chase. After nearly 3 decades immersed in major gift fundraising, I can say with absolute certainty, securing that first major gift feels like a victory parade. But if your focus stays on acquisition and not on retention, you're stuck constantly chasing new donors instead of nurturing those already invested. Retention isn't just a number. It's the lifeblood of sustainable fundraising. In fact, research shows donor retention rates hover around 45% for first-time donors. but that number jumps to 60% or above for repeat donors, especially in the major gift space. Why does this matter? Well, acquiring a new major donor costs much more, sometimes 5 to 10 times more, than retaining an existing relationship. And a retained major donor isn't just a financial resource. They are years of transformational support, advocacy, introduction to their networks, and sometimes even your organization's most powerful champions. Let's talk barriers. I've seen the same pain points over and over in big organizations and tiny shops alike. It's like clockwork. Here's what tends to derail donor retention. Barrier number one, transactional relationships, treating gifts as one-time windfalls, not the start of a deeper journey. The second barrier is lack of personalization, sending the same thank you message to everyone, no matter what moves them. Barrier number three is inconsistent stewardship. Busy calendars and shifting priorities mean stewardship drops off the to-do list. Another barrier is limited data tracking. Weak systems make it easy to lose track of donor preferences, milestones, and engagement history. These are universal challenges, but, and this is critical, they aren't insurmountable. Think of them as speed bumps, not brick walls. Let me share a story. Years back, I worked with a client organization that landed a sizable first-time gift from a donor they barely knew. Instead of a perfunctory thank you, they invited them for a personalized tour. They met their staff, heard directly from their beneficiaries, and truly saw the impact of their gift. They sent a follow-up video with first-person stories, then invited them to an intimate dinner with their board chair and executive director. The next year, that donor renewed at a higher level. And here's the kicker. They brought two major philanthropists into our orbit. That one gift turned into a multi-year ripple effect. I see similar transformation every time stewardship gets personal. I once helped an organization create annual impact books for top donors, filled with photos and heartfelt notes from people whose lives were changed. The result? Major donor retention rose to 71%, and the donors felt truly part of the mission, not just sources of funding. Let's zero in on 4 proven strategies. Think of them as the 4 cornerstones of donor retention for major gifts. I'll sprinkle in metaphors and practical tips you can use right away. The first strategy is build a culture of gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a thank you. It's the soil in which relationships grow. A prompt, heartfelt thank you, one that speaks to the donor's motivation, sets the tone for what follows. Don't just send a generic email. Try this. Have your board members make stewardship calls or write handwritten notes. It brings donors closer to the heart of the organization and gets your board more involved too. Think of gratitude as your organization's sunlight. Without it, relationships wither. Nurture them regularly, and you'll see growth you never thought possible. Strategy number 2 is personalize the journey. Every major donor is unique. The more you know about them, their philanthropic goals, family hobbies, communication preferences, the more you can tailor your stewardship. Celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, or career wins. Send interesting articles, books, or even recipes if they love cooking. It's like sending a mixtape to a friend instead of a happy birthday meme. Trust me, it sticks. The third strategy is report back with impact. Donors want to see the difference their investment makes. They need more than a pie chart in your annual report. Share specific updates, impact reports, site visits, or video messages from those directly helped. According to the Fundraising Effectiveness Project, donors receiving meaningful updates are 40% more likely to give again. Don't wait until the annual report. Schedule quarterly touch points so your donors feel engaged all year long. Think of impact reporting as nourishing a plant with water. Do it regularly and watch that partnership grow. And the fourth strategy is create opportunities for deeper engagement. When donors see themselves as partners, not just check writers, their commitment will deepen. Invite them into strategy sessions, volunteer opportunities, or exclusive events, create giving societies, invite them to campaign committees, or ask them to serve on advisory groups. These connections give donors a sense of ownership. Engagement is like putting a donor in the driver's seat rather than the passenger seat. Give them a map and let them help steer the mission. I want you to think for a moment, what's the most memorable stewardship experience you've ever received or given? Was it a phone call, a letter, a special event? Jot it down. Or if you're listening at your desk, send yourself a quick email reminder. Now, audit your current practice. Does every major donor receive that kind of memorable touch at least once a year? Or ask yourself, how well do I really know my top donors? Could I list their birthdays, favorite charities, or interests off the top of my head? If not, start tracking it. Phone, CRM, even a spreadsheet. The details matter. Finally, here's a challenge. Pick one donor this month and do something unexpected. Maybe a video message, a special invitation, or a hand-picked book that aligns with their interests. Watch how the relationship flourishes. Let's talk trends. What's new in 2025? Technology is making hyper-personalization easier than ever. AI-driven systems allow nonprofits to track donor behavior and preferences, helping create tailored communications and stewardship plans. Even smaller organizations can use tools like ThankView or BombBomb for personalized video messages. These platforms make it simple to deliver impact stories with a human touch. A big shift: monthly giving. In 2025, recurring donations account for 31% of online revenue, and retention rates for monthly donors consistently outperform one-time givers. A robust stewardship plan, especially for your monthly major donors, can turn those recurring gifts into lifetime partnerships. Ethical use of AI is also on the rise. Nonprofits are leveraging AI for donor insights, but remember, the human connection is irreplaceable. Use tech to amplify, not replace, personal relationships. Think of major gift retention like tending a perennial garden. Every donor is a seed, sometimes planted with careful intention, sometimes by lucky chance. If you want perennial blooms, you need regular sun. Think gratitude, water. Think impact updates, and careful pruning. Think engagement. Neglect any one of these and your garden struggles, but nurture all three, and you'll have donors who blossom year after year. Or picture your donor journey as a relay race. The first gift passes the baton, but the real win depends on how you keep both hands and hearts in the race, handing off encouragement, engagement, and recognition at every turn. I rely on several tools to streamline stewardship and make retention manageable, even for small teams. Invest in a system that fits your needs and budget. The right tool makes everything else easier and more consistent. Here are a few sound bites worth sharing with your team or posting on social media. The first is, retention is a journey, not a destination. Every interaction deepens trust. The second is, major donors aren't ATMS. They're partners, champions, and thought leaders. The third is, personalized stewardship isn't extra, it's essential. And the fourth is, connect, communicate, and celebrate. Donor retention starts there. And for those visual thinkers, imagine a snapshot of a nonprofit with a 98% donor retention rate. It isn't magic. It's meticulous attention to stewardship and gratitude. Let's wrap this up with real steps you can take right now. Step 1, audit your current stewardship practice. Do a gap analysis. Are you treating all major donors the same? Where can you add more personalization or frequency? Step number 2, segment your major donors and personalize outreach. Even simple categories, board members, first-time donors, multi-year givers, can help customize the experience. The third step is schedule quarterly impact updates. Don't wait for the annual report. Engage donors all year long with news, stories, and milestones. Step 4 is involve your board in stewardship. It multiplies your reach and brings board members closer to your mission. The fifth step is invest in a CRM system. Even a simple database helps ensure you never lose track of those critical details. And the last step is track, evaluate, refine. Use stewardship matrices to schedule and monitor touch points. Review your approach every quarter and ask for donor feedback. Try just one of these this month and see what happens. At Fundraising Transformed, we believe that fundraising isn't just a science. It's an art, a community, and sometimes a wild ride. Think of each donor relationship as a story. The question isn't just, did they give? But how can we make them feel like one of the heroes in our story? Remember, the most successful fundraisers are the ones who connect emotionally, not just transactionally. And don't be afraid to share success stories and struggles with your peers. What works? What flopped? Got a great stewardship win? Or a major lesson learned? Email me your stories or tag us online. We'll highlight some responses in upcoming episodes. So, what's the heartbeat of your mission? It's not just the dollars in the bank, it's the lasting partnerships you build, one thoughtful interaction at a time. Major gift retention is both an art and a discipline. The journey doesn't end after the first gift. In fact, it's just beginning. Every thank you, every update, every invitation to connect is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your organization's legacy. Today's donors are savvy, generous, and hungry for connection. Meet them there, and you'll transform single gifts into lifelong impact. Whether you're a one-person shop or a powerhouse development team, intentional stewardship is within reach. Thank you for listening to the Intentional Fundraiser podcast. Keep transforming your fundraising so you can transform the world.
The Intentional Fundraiser podcast is a Fundraising Transformed original. I'm Trent Thompson, executive producer, CMO, and head of community at Fundraising Transformed and the Modern Institute for Charitable Giving. The Intentional Fundraiser podcast has been recognized by FeedSpot as one of the top 80 fundraising podcasts on the web. This recognition means so much to us, and it wouldn't be possible without your incredible support, encouragement, and thoughtful engagement. Every listen, share, and conversation has helped us grow and reach more passionate fundraisers like you. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to review and rate it 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, and be sure to follow or subscribe wherever you listen. For resources mentioned in this episode and to subscribe to our Scaling Major Gifts newsletter, visit fundraisingtransformed.com.